What is up, guys? It's Franco here from my IT and cybersecurity journey, and today I wanted to go over the study method I used to pass the AWS Solutions Architect Associate exam. For those of you that don't know, the AWS Solutions Architect Associate exam is the exam that is a level above the cloud practitioner. So it dives a bit more into the architecture of how to build stuff in AWS using the well-architected framework, and so that depending on the requirements, right? So the requirements can range from cost effectiveness, operational overhead, and then scalability, as some of the main cloud native frameworks that and terms that we use. um, this exam uh, does a very good job of, depending on the course you take, it does a very good job of putting you in the mindset of thinking of very carefully about how you want to design something, depending on the various requirements they throw at you. Um, and so, what I did to pass this exam is I went through Stefan Merrick's AWS Solutions Architect Associate course, but more importantly, um, I think the new study method that I've been kind of refining, um, I would say that was probably what did it for me 100%. So what I have here is, after I took notes on his course, I went ahead and I put all my notes here in a Notebook LM. Now, for those of you that don't know what Notebook LM is, Notebook LM is a Google product. And so, what it allows you to do is you can basically go and gather sources from online, or you can put in your own sources through text, as you can see here. And you can basically kind of study using these sources, and using AI as what I like to call it. It's just my tutor to teach me these things, and it helps me learn this stuff quickly. So after I went through Stephen Merrick's course, I went ahead and started doing exams on Tutorials Dojo. I paid for the exams. I think it was like uh, $8 or something. It wasn't too expensive. I don't even know. Um, but I started with the timed exams. So I would go through a timed exam, and at the end you can basically look at your results. So like if we go here, I think it's there's a screen when you complete the exam, but you can also do it from here. So you can see this is, and these exams are tricky. The tutorials dojo exams are tricky, for sure. But I think that's a good thing. Honestly, exams are very good because they help you really pay attention to the vocabulary. The number one thing you have to pay attention to when preparing for this exam, and that you should get familiarized with, is 100% the vocabulary. This exam tests you on, one, your memorization of AWS services, two, your memorization of what services go well together depending on the requirements, and three, um, how how you should architect something based on the different requirements, right? So, do they want something to be cheap? Do they not care about price, but they care about scalability? So, all these different requirements are, they're thrown in there. Um, and the more you do it and the more you explain it to yourself using Notebook LM, I think the better you will get at it. And so, here's my exam results. I mean, as you can see, so I would grab all the incorrect questions, and I would just go ahead and this is how you have to do it from this screen, but the other screen is different. It makes it way easier to just copy paste everything. And so I would go ahead and grab all that, and I would go here, and I would add a source, copy text, and I would just paste my text here, name it. I would rename it so I had all my incorrect questions. So here, like, I just have literally all the incorrect questions. It just looks like a bunch of text, but it comes in handy because then once you have all your sources, uh, so what I would do is I would unselect all the sources and I would select my source, and I would tell it, hey, flashcards. Hey, make me a deck of, and I'll show you guys the prompt here. So this is what my prompts look like. Let's make flashcards out of all these incorrect questions. The front should have the question and the options for an answer. The back should have the answer. It's that simple. And so I would make flashcards for me out of those. And so then I would go through the flashcards. I would also ask it to make a mini quiz so that I could kind of go over the questions. But what's cool about the flashcards is basically you want to reselect all the sources. And what's cool about the flashcards is like it has this explain button, explain the answer here. And so if I didn't understand something, I would like be like explain. And then once I had the question here, I would be like, oh, okay, I would just copy it again and be like, oh, can you go in depth on this specific component a bit more? So like the differences between the different pricing models for EC2 instances, like stuff like that. And so like you can see here, I mean, I have this whole chat where you can see I was just doing it over and over and over and over until I really understood the differences and the terms to look out for. And so, I mean, yeah, this is amazing. It really, 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 really helps you understand the differences uh, based off of the keyword, the trigger words that the question is asking on, like, based off of these requirements and these trigger words, like, what do you need to look for um, in order to choose the correct or the best answer? And so this is, yeah, this is basically what I did. It wasn't nothing crazy. Again, I just went through Stefan Merrick's course on Udemy. And then I think this really helps solidify things with for me, right? I also have some AWS experience, so I'm pretty familiarized with the services and what they do. But um, this notebook LM is crazy. It's crazy good, and you can even do some crazier things with it. I didn't even do the. I think I deleted the mind map I had here. I made a video. I made a video on it, so I was like, "Hey, make me a video." Let me see the prompt. Create a video that clearly illustrates and shows the different AWS services and their terms and how they are associated to the questions in the exam. So that was another one. But it was mostly flashcards and quizzes and just repetition, 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 understanding like the differences in the question requirements and such. So um, yeah, it wasn't too hard. I'm open to sharing this. I don't know. I have to figure this out. But that's what I would do. And to get the sources in here, what I did is I did when you first come in here, so you can do fast research or deep research. I think I did deep research. And so you can tell it like, hey, find stuff for the A. Let me see if I actually have the prompt up here. I think this saves like all my history, so I'm actually curious to see. See how far up I gotta go to find it. So it found all the sources for me. I didn't tell it. I just told it like, hey, focus on the 2026 version of the exam. Cause if not, it would go back and look at like other stuff. Huh. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, see? This is like the first prompt I gave it, and it found pretty much all these sources on its own. The only ones I gave it were like the quiz, the incorrect answers from the tutorials dojo stuff. But um, yeah, that's it, guys. I will see if I can get this notebook linked down below in the description. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I hope you guys can get Solutions Architect certified thanks to this video. Please leave a comment and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.